Are you looking to build an e-commerce store and you're going to use WordPress? Well, this theme is going to interest you. It's clean, it's modern, and it's super easy to get started and use. So what I'm going to do in this video is show you how to actually start from zero, installing it, and showing you some basic setups to customize your own website. So let's get started. Let's head on over to my desktop. What's up, SaaS Masters? My name is George, and this is the Botiga site. It's made by 8 themes, and like I mentioned before, it's a free theme, and that's what I'm going to show you now. And there's also a pro version if you need more options. The link will be provided in the description. So let's get started with a brand new WordPress site from scratch, zero, and I'm going to show you how to install this. So I have the latest version, which is 5.9.3, and what you have to do to get started is head on over to Appearance, Themes. Let's go ahead and click on that. We're gonna go into New, and we're gonna search for Botiga. I think that's how you say it. Okay, here it is. Let's go ahead and install. I have nothing installed. It's all brand new. Okay, let's activate it. There we go. And what I'm going to do in this case, it's going to starter sites. This is going to help us because they have a pre-made template that's going to load in all the assets, and it's going to help us get started right away. Now, this is the beauty template, which is in the free version, and that's what I'm going to use. If you want to use these pro templates, you will need the paid version. So let's use the free one. It's imported, and it's going to ask us if we want to import these options. So for example, do we want to use WP forms? In this case, the theme has a little form, so it's using that plugin. But if you want to use another plugin, I suggest that you turn it off. But if not, if you're good to go, then it's fine. It's also going to install WooCommerce, which is going to be our store. That's where we're going to add our products. Okay, so that's a must-have. Themes blocks, which is what it's going to use. Import the content, widgets, and customizer. So these are the content from the website. If you want to import the beauty theme, all the assets, you'll need to keep these on. I suggest doing it because it helps you get started. So you have all the assets, it's all set up, and you're just going to replace a few of these, and you got a site that's ready to go. So let's wait for them to load in the assets. There we go. It just finished imported successfully, and it's gonna ask us to customize. Do we want to head on over there? So yeah, let's go into the customizer. So this is where we're going to customize, add our logo, change some things, change it to the colors that are most likely to use with our brand. So for example, if our brand is using pinkish, bluish, reddish, well, we're gonna use those on our buttons and some of the fonts. So this is where we're going to customize. Okay, so this is a really usable customizer that if you've using WordPress, then you know that what you have to do here. But if not, you have the main settings on the left. So first off, we have the general settings, and this is where we're going to get started. For example, it's going to ask us if we want to add a background image. Now you're going to see there's no background image. Why? Because that's going to add an image every place that we see white right here. It's transparent, so it's using white. If we add an image, it's going to add it to there. So we might not want to do that. Scroll to top, this is the options for it. So if I head on down, you're going to see this little arrow right there, and that's the scroll to top. If I want to remove it, click on it, it's updating, and it's gone, okay? But yeah, it's super useful to have that. You have different options for icons, for example, a different type of arrows, button radius, positions, button offset, etc., etc. And also the styles for that particular button. If you want to change it to blue, red, white, pink, beige, whatever you want to use that, you update it there. Let's go back. The buttons, here's the buttons information. For example, top padding. If I move this around, it's gonna move it. See how it made it bigger, made it smaller. Let's make it smaller. Left, right padding, button radius. So if I want to add a radius to it, didn't actually add that to it. Okay. The font size, if we want to make it bigger, let's do that there. See how it's making it bigger? Let's make it smaller. Text transformation, default state, for example, background color. If we are going to use something, I don't know, like that color, like kind of beige, okay, that is possible. We'll make it red, pink, whatever you want to do there. The text color, if you are using a black button, well, you want to change the color to something that's light. Or if you're using a white background color for the button, you might want to change that text to black, just like that, okay? So you play around with these. The hover state, so if I hover over this icon, it's going to change these type of colors if we have that enabled. Let's go back. Again, that's the general. Next thing is the header. Site identity. This is where we're going to change our logo. You can see right here it says Botiga. I can click on this little pencil, it'll take me there. But some of these elements don't have that little pencil, okay? So what I'm gonna do is change the logo, and I'm not gonna load anything right now. I'll use something from the media. Let's just say that this little arrow there is the logo that we're going to use, crop it, and there we go. We just replaced the logo. Obviously, you're gonna upload your own logo and add something nice to it. The site title, Botiga, tagline, you wanna say like, for example, Botiga store. The logo width, if you wanna make it smaller. If you wanna make it bigger. In that case, it's not updating. The site title color, if you wanna change that, for example, in this case, the site title is not displayed and the logo width is not using the default one. That's why it's not updating. And also site description color, we're not using this. We're not using the site title and we're not using that tagline. That way, it's not going to update that. Next thing we have is the site icon, which is the fav icon that we have on the top bar. That's gonna update it there. Okay, let's go back. We have the header image. In this case, there's no image. If I add a header image, it's gonna add it right there. And well, we don't wanna do that in this case. We wanna keep it clean. The top bar options, do we wanna have it contained? Do we wanna have it full width? Let's keep it full width. The delimiter, visibility, elements. So for example, there's a top element right here that says free shipping on orders over $100, okay? So if I click on this little eye, see that there? Boom, it's gone. Let's bring it back, okay? Plus that little element, we're gonna be able to update it right here. So it could be free orders over $200, okay? Just updated it and we're good to go. Or maybe you wanna add some coupon information there or whatever you want to do, or just get rid of it totally, okay? We can also enable elements like social media, secondary menu, contact info, the right side. So if you wanna add something on the right side like social media, text, secondary menu, you can see there, it added another text, but we're gonna remove it because we wanna keep it clean. Let's go back. Main header. So for example, if you want to change the layout of the header, right now it's this one. Let's click on this. It's gonna move the logo to the left and the menu to the right. This other one, again, it's gonna move it to the center, but it's gonna have a different distribution. And you can play around with these and just decide what you like for your site, okay? Enable transparent header if you want to do that there. Let's enable that. So yeah, it's already transparent. So let's remove that. The settings for this contain type, elements right there. If you want to keep that little search icon, you can see this icon there. I can remove it, have the cart option, the cart account icons. Let's go back. We have the mobile header. So if you switch this to mobile view, we can also have settings for the different type of mobile settings, okay? The colors for the whole site. In this case, I'm just gonna work with the palette right here. So if I choose a different palette like this one, it's updating several features, like the buttons is updating it for itself because I've selected that palette. If I select a different palette like this one, you can see it's changing different. So the buttons change and all of that. I like that little pinkish one. Okay, that's nice. Let's give it back, or you can customize these one by one. Okay, let's go back. Typography, if you want to change the heading for the fonts, the sizes, and all of that, you'll find that there. For the body, for the blog, these are the blog options. For this case, I'm going to click on the blog icon and it's gonna jump me to over there, okay? That way, if I change something, I'm able to view it live over here. So for example, this is the distribution right now. If I click on this, it's gonna change it for the blog page. See how it just changed? Maybe like that. There we go, one by one. You can get rid of those widgets if you don't like them. In my case, in some cases, I do remove them so I have the full view, okay? So that's a blog layout, the featured image sizes, spacing, and so on and so forth for the options for the blog. For example, if I don't want to display the post date, I can remove it, post author, post categories, and post comments, enable them or disable them as you're liking, okay? The single post, so this is one of the posts. I'll go into a post, okay? And this is the distribution for it right now. If I click on this, it will change the look. See how it's full width now? And I've updated it. There we go, it just changed it to that one. And again, the options for this particular settings for the blog post, okay? Let's go back. The WooCommerce settings, which is really important. Let's go back into our home page and we're gonna go into one of the products. So let's go ahead and open one of the products because now we are going to, here we go. We are going to customize on WooCommerce side, okay? So general settings for this, I can show products, show category products, so on and so forth. You will get more options on the pro version, so heads up, and I'll show you that in a bit later. Okay, so the product image display. So in this case, we have some little tiny images, thumbnails, and then we have the main image. If I want to change the view, there we go, it's changed. So now this is how I go through them. If I want thumbnails on the bottom, that's how you would do it. You can go ahead and view that there. Gallery thumbnail slider, you can turn these on and off depending on what you like and dislike. You can display or not display certain elements. So if you don't want to display, let's see, the price. Let's click on that. I don't know why you might not want to display the price, but you have the option to remove it. You can remove add card, divider, the meta, etc. For example, category, we can go ahead and remove that one. Here we go. So for example, maybe you don't want to display that there, have a nice clean look, you can disable it. The SKU, tags, product tabs, upsell products, etc. You have the options there. Okay. The store notice, if you want to update that. The product catalog, again, you have the options for all of those. The cart for the different cart look. In this case, I don't have a product added. Let's go ahead and add it. Here we go, view cart. Okay, so if I change the view for the cart, boom, it updates it. It's different look. So it's all going to depend on what you like and don't like and switch it up on, well, what you like the most to have your site more customized. The product image, we can change the thumbnails there. So there we go. If I want to change that by one, so it's squared image, custom, or uncropped. So whatever the image is, I recommend you set an image right there, the size, because if you upload different size images, it's gonna look kind of wacky. Okay, so set a size for it. The checkout settings, there we go. So more checkout settings, company name and field. Do we want to have it required, hidden, or optional? Again, for the address, phone field. In some cases, for example, let's just say that you are selling digital products. Well, you might not want to have all this information, right? So you don't want to ask for their address if it's, if you're selling digital products. Have layouts there. Let's go back. The search, if you want to have Ajax on the search fields, that means it's going to help you with the search. It's going to kind of simulate what you might want to search for, and that's what it is. Let's go back. You have your footer settings. Footer widgets, so let's go down here. These are the footer widgets. We can change the widget layout, customize them, remove or add things to this widget. So that's a footer area 1. I can go ahead and add things to it. Let's go click on OK. That's what's on right now, which is this right there. I can customize it and I can add other widgets to this if I would like to, or remove them in some cases. Homepage settings. So this is the homepage. In case you have a different page that you've created and you want to use another one, you click on this one. So let's just say that you created a homepage 2, and that's going to be the main page. You decide with it right now. You can also decide that inside the WordPress settings. The post pages, let's go back, and additional CSS. If you want to go more into customization and personalization, you can go in depth right there, okay? So a lot of settings to go there. So more settings that we have, let's go check them out. Let's go ahead and publish. There we go. So anything that I've changed right now, it's going to update now. If you don't hit publish, well, none of the changes that you made are going to be done, okay? So let's go move forward. Let's go into our pages. Let's go into the home page. We are going to edit. Go, let's click on next. And this is where we're going to customize the rest of the page, the inside of the page, okay? So if I want to edit this headline, so for example, I can say my store, etc. For example, this button is gonna be taken to a different type of link. In this case, it's taking me, for example, to another page because this hasn't been customized. So all of this, you have to customize it to make it look however you like. So for example, if you wanna change this, let's go into the best-selling products by category, on-sale products, top-rated products, or get rid of it and add a new element, or add another element down here by products by category. So in case you have a bunch of products, you want to display those. Again, you see that these are based on boxes, and we can remove, add, or whatever you want to do with it, okay? So there we go. If I want to add another element to this, we have the traditional WordPress blocks from Gutenberg. You can browse them all, see what you like there, and drag them inside. Some of these are from Botiga, and you can drop them inside of there. Some WooCommerce elements, etc. You can really customize this like that, and you can customize the other pages also just like I've done right here. So it's super easy to get started. There we go. Let's go back. If you want to work with the menu, I recommend you jump into, where's the appearance? Here you go, menus, okay? So in this case, these are created by default, but if you created new pages, you might want to add them there to have them displayed on the top menu of your site. If you need to create a bottom menu, you can do it right here also. But just like that. Now, what if we want to enable our pro version? Everything you saw right there is a free version. You can see it's nice, it's good looking. And before I jump into showing you the pro version, let me show you really quickly on the WooCommerce side. So we have some WooCommerce settings right here, which we want to add our payment gateways. And I recommend that you check out a dedicated video for WooCommerce because there's so many settings that you have to work with that you want to have it really customized and working like you like. The products, you're going to view them right here. So on the bottom of WooCommerce, there's a product section where we're going to view all the products. Now you can see these products were imported automatically with Botiga because we've asked them to do it, okay? So that's how it's working. We can go ahead and, well, I would recommend remove all of these and add your own products, okay? You're gonna add the image, the title, description, the normal price, the sale price, etc. Trust me, it's not so complicated. All you have to do is just check out a video if you've never done this before, okay? So now for the Pro plugin. Let's add a new plugin. Let's upload, choose it. I already have it available here. I'm gonna install it. So remember, if you wanna access the Pro features, you have to install this plugin. This is a paid version, so this is not free version, okay? Let's activate it, and you're gonna view here on the plugin menu, go down here, there's Botiga Pro license, okay? I need to enter my paid license here. So give me a minute, gonna put it in, and I'll come back. There we go. I've just installed the Pro license. Obviously, I moved away, so I don't have to lure in that license. Okay, so now the Pro license is activated. Now, a couple of things are going to change in the theme. Oh, my bad. Appearance, theme dashboard. Here we go. You can see that we have these Pro options. So now I have this available. All this product watch, more header layouts. I have more options available because now I have the Pro version, okay? So let's go into the customize. And one of the quick things that you can notice, for example, on WooCommerce, let's go into single product, the layout. You can see we have more options now for the view. Let me go ahead and open one of these. We have more layouts for the image type. So for example, I'm viewing this type of image, change that up a bit, got those there. We have more options there. You can see we have more sticky add to cart, product watch, swatch, okay? Oh, product swatch is for when you're selling, for example, t-shirts, you got sizes and all of those. Another things that I've noticed on general, for example, here we go. We have quantity input. So you can see this little square there. Well, we just have different options because we can give it a different type of look. See how it's updating there? It's different, it's rounded now. And just like that, you're gonna have a ton of more options in the Pro version. But if you ask me, it's super nice looking, the free version. When you import everything, it's nice, it's a clean looking store, and it's good, and it's working, okay? So if you're looking for a quick store, you don't wanna spend money, well, Botiga free version is, well, more than enough for you, okay? And if you wanna access those Pro version features, well, jump into the Pro version. Well, I will be providing the link for Botiga's site if you guys wanna check it out. Remember, my name is George, this is SaaS Master, and I'll see you guys later.